Hi guys.
Hello, hello. Um, so this is our podcast entitled Do Do Yap?
Do yap.
Do Yap, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll be just yapping, primarily talking about musical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, did I already say my name? My name is Jolie.
And my name is Danielle, but people call me Danny.
Yes, they do. And we're gonna have a great time today. We have some great topics, but first, we would like to talk about how we met.
Yes. So it all started off summer of 2024, where we met at Litchfield Jazz Camp. We both got scholarships to attend, and a certain someone from my school was like, "Hey, this girl seems you guys seem like you guys would be good friends." And follow her on Instagram. Then I followed her home, and then
Oh yeah. The rest is history. For everyone, it is quite expensive, so get a scholarship. Dude, did you
exactly.
know the scholarship that I got that they don't do it anymore?
Really, they don't do the Gold Coast anymore?
Not Gold Coast, and the NA,
Oh, why?
because the guy who ran it retired.
Oh, dang.
But life is still lit regardless. You keep on hustling, you keep on going. That's my
Exactly.
motto, okay?
That's your motto.
Yeah.
Mine is you miss 100% of the shot. I just made that up. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I made that.
Dude, no way.
I'm telling you.
Dude, no way. Wait, let me think of one. Let me think of one.
Okay.
Everything everything happens for a reason.
You're a genius. Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah, as you can tell, we're goofy goobers. We're crazy, but we are also women in jazz.
More specifically, melanated women in music. Oh, that's a bar.
Melanated women in music, which is really rare to come across these days. But hey, we're here to replenish you.
We are here to replenish, yeah, especially because um well, we met through jazz, and even though it's a Black American art form, we feel like there's a lot of what's it called? There's a lacking in melanated women in jazz music, which is very interesting.
Not even just women, just like melanated people in general. But like
Yes.
obviously women too. Come on.
Yes, specific, yes. And that's how we kind of met. We kind of bonded over that a little bit about how it felt a little just isolating. And a little bit about ourselves. I do study classical. I'm going to study classical voice performance. I've been doing classical for about 4 to 5 years now. And I also really like jazz, and I really would like to be in the jazz scene as well.
For me, I've also done classical for 4 years at my high school. But before that, I did R&B, and then during the whole classical thing is when I found out about jazz, and I was like, "Well, my man literally mystifying everything up. Look at me."
Look at me mystifying everything up. So, we just wanted to just have a little about a little Q&A. Wait, let me start over. We're just gonna do a little Q&A with some questions that we have. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, Jolie. Is
Wait,
that
wait.
okay with you?
I have the first question. What
Okay.
was the first jazz standard that you ever listened to?
Okay. So standard, first standard I like fully listened to obviously was Misty. But I also listened to, I think I could find my first playlist maybe, but Misty, Body and Soul, and specifically Round Midnight, specifically recorded by Jasmine Sullivan, because I was still in my R&B era, and I was just like, oh, this is so good. It begins to tell a midnight. Okay. I
Are you gonna
swear I
ask
found
me?
it. Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Julie, what was your first freaking jazz standard?
Well, my first, everyone, obviously, even before I knew I wanted to do jazz, obviously, Misty, come on, that's a classic.
Hmm.
But the first time I actually like listened and I was like, whoa, whoa, like the first time I was like that was when I heard Ella Fitzgerald sing Early Autumn, and I was like,
Hmm.
it's literally Florida heat, and I feel like I'm in autumn just by listening to you.
Exactly.
Um, but even before I really got into jazz, I heard Betty Carter's Open the Door, and I didn't even know that was jazz. And I was
Hmm.
like,
Freaking banger, huh?
sorry. Look in your heart. You're
For
making
making
it
it hard.
hard. That's what I'm gonna do. Because this is actually our second time recording this, and the first time I sang it a lot longer.
A lot.
Q&A. We can do Q&A now. Do it, do it, do.
Okay. So the first question I'm going to ask you, Jolie, is when was the first time you realized singing was something you wanted to fully like pursue?
Um, I always felt that way just because not trying to be, putting myself down, but I'm really stupid when it comes to anything else but music. So
No.
so I like even my parents are like, I really hope that you can like do this as a profession because not good at math. Won't be a mathematician or a doctor or nothing, no rocket scientist. But I always wanted to be like before I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be like an Ariana Grande. I'm literally gonna be Ariana
Hmm.
Grande." That was my
Right.
that was my mental space.
I
What
feel
about you,
you.
little lady?
Kind of in the same boat, but kind of not. I wanted to be a brain surgeon, actually. I'm lying. I wanted to be a
That
plastic surgeon. I wanted to be a plastic surgeon before I literally like used to like write on my walls like my college plan because I'm crazy. Yeah, I wanted to go to Howard University and I wanted to do that. But then I got into New World School of the Arts. I mean, yeah, I got into New World School of the Arts and I kind of like had no other choice but to like, okay, I think I was planning on going to the school and not liking music as much as I did. And then, you know, because I was always in music programs and stuff like that. But then I got into it and I was just like revved up. Like I was like, I cannot see myself doing literally anything else but la-di-da-di damming and do yapping. So I just made it a choice. I made it a choice to pursue music. Mm-hmm.
and look at you now.
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Look at no one can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Ah. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, let me
What? You
ask you
just
another
said that's
question
beautiful to yourself.
because that's what I'm thinking when I look at myself.
But no, that's what I also think when I look at you.
Ah! Stop it. Stop it. How has your voice changed over the years and how have you adapted to it?
I think my voice has changed a lot because I listen to a lot of Sarah Vaughan, if you can tell. She's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I feel like a lot of the times my vibrato sounds a lot like her and like um choices I make with my phrasing kind of sounds very like very Sarah Vaughan-esque because uh she's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Something but even though like I obviously really want to develop my own voice. A key part of doing that is imitation. So I'd
Mm-hmm.
say right now I'm in my imitation stays or stays phase.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I'm now trying to like learn standards without listening to. I mean, I feel like that's what I should have been doing, but I'm doing it now, learning standards like from the real book without
Mm-hmm.
listening to anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I can develop like my own thing. And then after that, I'll listen to, Sarah, Betty, and stuff like that.
Wonderful, beautiful. Well, for me, I think that definitely like I since I'm studying classical voice performance, like there are a lot of like things I feel like I feel like they kind of go hand in hand. And I feel like I've learned so much about my voice by doing both at the same time. And when it comes to like the listening, I feel like I've just been listening to a bunch of people, a bunch like mostly like Carmen McRae and mostly Ernestine Anderson. And like I've been trying to do my best on like kind of like doing the same thing, like replicating them, but like I don't know. I think because of that classical background, it's a little like there's a little bit of like a not a block, but like there's a definitely
I
a big
understand.
difference. Like a mental block, maybe. But I feel like what even was the question? Oh, literally, physically, my voice has like definitely gotten more rich throughout the years, and like the older I get, I feel like the richer it will get. And what's it called? My voice also has gotten higher throughout the years, also because I am also studying classical voice performance. So like it's definitely been really interesting, like seeing that and like seeing how that plays into like when I learn standards and like picking out keys and stuff because it can get a little frustrating because like something that would have worked for me like 2 years ago or a year ago will not work for me now.
Mhm.
So it's just like learning how to be flexible. And learning how to be flexible, I feel like I'm getting better and like my ear is getting better. So yeah.
That's incredible, man. I like to hear you speak. You
Thank you,
should do
man.
that more often.
Yeah, that's why we started this freaking podcast. Come on, keep up.
Did I remember I posted something on my story. Wait, I maybe I we can cut this out. But I
Mhm.
remember I posted something on my story. It was like, we need to start tariffing podcast equipment. But I feel like this is something we need more Black women podcasts. There's not
I
enough. I only know one right now.
which is it the downstairs neighbors
Yeah,
or upstairs neighbors?
yeah.
Dude, they're so freaking funny. I love them.
Freaking hilarious. Hey,
Hilarious bros.
this should we invite them onto the podcast?
Yeah, let's they're gonna be dying to come on here, bro.
I mean, who wouldn't?
I know,
Um,
right?
all right. Next question, please. Come on.
Okay, okay,
Keep them
okay.
coming. Keep them coming.
What's the most difficult performance you've ever had, and what did you learn from it?
You answer that first.
Okay, my college essay was actually about this. The most difficult performance I ever had was last year around this time. I'm gonna be competing it again. It was Schmidt Nationals. Um, it was like super emotionally taxing because like I have a really bad problem with imposter syndrome and definitely like this year I've experienced it a lot, but like I think like the peak of it was last year this time because um even though like I did study classical performance for like 3 years prior to that, I definitely felt like I was behind other people because I was also studying jazz. And for some reason, if you study two things at once, people are like, you have to choose one thing or the other, one thing or the other. You can't. So because I liked jazz at the same time, like I felt like I wasn't doing enough for my classical. And then I competed in the first round and I was super confident just because I was just so carefree. I was like, who even cares? Like, I'm sure like nobody's gonna hear me and be like, oh, that's like a real classical singer because I didn't feel like a real classical singer. And then all of a sudden, like I got finalists and I got finalists over a lot of people that were like super steady classical singers, like been doing classical since they were like in their like elementary years. So I definitely felt like I didn't deserve to be there. And so I kind of fumbled the bag during the finalist round. And I remember like crying the night before to my dad and being like, I just don't feel like I deserve to be there. And I remember being on stage and just being like, I'm just gonna throw this because even if I win, I feel like I'm gonna have like insane guilt for even being up there. Um, but yeah, I mean, I did fine. I didn't like sing in the finals round and get nothing. Like they gave me like an encouragement award, which is great because they were just like they could tell that I was like off my game, I feel. So I'm competing again in Schmidt Nationals at the end of this month. Okay, bro, the
But you're gonna
competition,
eat.
I'm gonna eat. I have a lot more confidence than I did last year. but the competition is steep. Shout out to Henry Drangle, shout out to Valentina Gomez, shout out to Alexandra, shout out to Maria, shout out to Melanie.
Yeah,
Like
that.
Caroline. Oh my God, I'm so scared of Caroline. Do you know Caroline? You know her.
Yes. Wait, she's going to Oberlin. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
she is.
Yeah, but that's really cool.
I'm so
Um,
scared of her.
yeah. Um, no, dude, I completely feel you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I told you to go first because I was trying to think of one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh my it wasn't necessarily a performance. All right, so it was like when I first started jazz, which was in the 10th grade, and I like went up to my school's band director and I was like, "Hey, I sang this early autumn at my
Mm-hmm.
BSU showcase," and I showed it to him. He was like, "Oh, that's really cool." And he invited me to come to a workshop. What's another word? I don't know, like a workshop kind of thing, led by Tyreek McDowell. And I was like, "Who's this guy? He seems
Right.
pretty." And so I went, and you had to learn Centerpiece, which is a song that me and Danny, we have some history with.
William.
Julius, uh, yeah, I had to learn Centerpiece, Autumn Leaves, and something else. I forgot what it was. But I had to sing it for him, and Lord, I was scared as a freaking kitty cat on a tree. But that wasn't the scary part. The
Mm-hmm.
scary part, because it was like him, and then he had like his bassist, his pianist, his drummer. And so everyone in the band, like they had like sections. So like all the drummers went with the drummer guy, or the bassist went with the bassist guy, singers went with the singer guy, pianist go with pianist guy, all the horn players, they go with their horn people. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It was lit. So after those sectionals, we all came back together. And then
Mm-hmm.
it turned into a jam session.
Ooh.
Good, 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 good. So I was scared out of my freaking mind. Well, I wasn't scared in the beginning because I was like just listening, like, oh hey, skibbity, skip. Like it was like lit. And then all I see is Tyreek turn his head to me and he's like he has the mic in his hand. He's like, give me the mic. I was like, ah, it's like, oh hell, heck no, bro. And
Bruh.
um, but I wrote my college essay about this. Well, not fully, but it was like my mom had told me, like, if you're not uncomfortable, you're probably not learning. But yeah, I was that's so funny. Um I I started to scat. Worst freaking solo I've ever done in my freaking life. I remember I was like so scared. I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. I was like, scat. And I thought like the repetitiveness was like gonna make them all go like, oh, and no one said a single word. At the end, I got freaking pity claps. It was horrible. They're like, get this girl off the dang stage. Like that's it was horrible. But at least I did it. I
Mm-hmm.
still to
Mm-hmm.
this day hate scatting. I feel like I'm not very good at it. I feel like I don't have enough language, but that is what practicing is all about, guys. Come on.
Period. Period.
Practicing is beautiful. And if you
Period.
feel like if someone is offering for you to do something, don't let that imposter syndrome get to you. Just say,
Mm-hmm.
hey, if I don't sound the freaking best, hey, I don't sound the freaking best. But at least I try.
Can we talk about how
The
freaking
economical
vibey?
political state of the world is.
Go, go. No, like how insane, like, because, okay, singing classically, I feel like it's always not a nurturing community, but like people are more willing to help you. Like, you know, but people can be so vibey when it comes to like jazz and singers specifically. If you're not already coming in just me a horn, like you're not you're not getting
If
help.
you don't come in with the freaking boom bop bang, like they're just gonna be like, okay, why is this freaking girl here? Get this freaking girl out. Like,
Get this
dude,
women out of
everyone
this
starts
place.
from the beginning. Like, stop being a freaking hater. And it's always the people that, don't have the same, let's just say they didn't, they're not they're not,
They're
they're
white.
not,
They're white. Exactly.
um,
I know about the Congo Square. But do you know about? I don't know.
like, it's so freaking annoying. Like,
Oh my god.
someone needs some water. Um, it's just so frustrating. Like, bro, like, who even are you? Who is you?
Oh, who is you?
It's very unfortunate, but it's the world we live in, and we made this podcast so we can change that. Sisters and brothers, rise! Come on. Whoa!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Oh, this is so crazy. I think we should do some shout outs to some singers. Shout out to Akep and Kuele. I've been obsessed with you for some time now. I'm very I love the fact that you have a lot of what's it called connection to your roots as an African woman. As even though I don't really consider myself to be extremely religious, like I think it's beautiful that she incorporates a lot of her beliefs in her religion and music because like
Spiritual.
spirituality, yes, spirituality and Christianity and jazz and just music in general. Like I feel like that's the basis of it. You know what I mean? Like we always need something that like touches the bottom of our spirit.
Just a little chord in your heart. Can
Exactly.
you also give a shout out to Tyreek McDowell?
Shout out to Tyreek. You can take this one.
Oh, sorry. Shout out to Tyreek. You're my freaking big bro, man. And I appreciate all the leadership that you've given me, all the advice, for being
Mm-hmm.
real with me. I really appreciate it. You are amazing. You're freaking killing it out there. Going on
Exactly.
freaking tour. Come on.
Can we should like put a clip of our cover of Every Day I Have the Blues. That was really good. Have you ever considered being a singer?
Have you ever considered going on The Voice? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, Melinda Rose too. Shout out to Melinda Rose and Nicole Zaritis.
Freaking
That's
goats of the freaking century. Come on.
freaking goats. And shout out to Nicole Zaritis. Make sure when we decide to do the Ella Fitzgerald competition that you're cheating and you're putting us in there just because you know us and we give you
Yeah.
money. We're gonna
Yeah,
send you
that's
some money.
exactly what you do. Come
Yeah.
on. You
Come
can't
on.
say no to this.
we I have
What is that? Money for me?
for Nicole. Let's just say we
What?
have something on the table for you.
We have a
Just for
little chinga chinga ching.
you.
And let's just say I have something on the table too.
Okay. By the way, guys, I'm doing my practice makeup for my prom. So I'm definitely paying attention. It's just I just want to see what this
Doesn't
comes.
have any respect for us. It's okay. No, I
It's for
get it. You know what? Since you have so much to say, bye. Bye.
Bye 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 bye.
Uh,
Blah, blah, blah. Did you change your gallery view?
yes, I did.
Okay,
So
okay.
I can see me right next to me. Wait.
Okay. I have a question. Oh.
Sorry.
Wait, do that. Wait, this is gonna be our thumbnail. Hey, hey! What are non-jazz artists who influence your singing or musicians?
Karen Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter?
No.
What is this?
Karen Carpenter
Oh, you
from
know
the
what?
Carpenters.
That's fire because doesn't Ella Fitzgerald has a song with her?
I believe so, but I just remember the first time I've ever heard her was when she did the uh But I Can Dream, Can I?
Mm.
I can see No matter how near you be,
Mm,
you'll never belong to me. But I can dream, can't I? Super lit. I really
gorgeous.
like the way that she sounds.
What do you like about her? Is it her tone? Is it her
It's
original music? Nice.
her tone for sure. She's
Yeah.
so good. I think that's my main influence. What about you?
Um, I think I think it might be like Donny Hathaway.
Mm.
I freaking love Donny Hathaway's voice. I like the fact that every time I listen to him, I feel like I'm on the verge of freaking tears. But also uh because I feel like I was listening to Audra McDonald a lot. She's very much like musical theater, opera. She went to Juilliard for opera meetings. But I freaking love Audra McDonald. She every time she sings, like I just feel just a lot of pain in my heart, and I just love that.
We
Why'd
have
you do that?
10 minutes remaining. They just gave me a alert.
What the freak? Okay. If you could do have a duet with any artist, who would you be? And I'm revoking your Betty Carter and Sarah Vaughan. Mm,
Like, does it have to be a vocalist?
no.
Um, well, I will tell you something that I'm manifesting,
Mm-hmm.
singing with Salome and singing with Paloma Jimena.
Nice.
So that's coming in the cards.
Mm-hmm.
That that right for right now, that is my dream collaboration because I feel like they're my friends. They're
Mm-hmm.
not dead.
I mean,
And
they could be dead if you would like to.
Ben Servan, and you can't stop me. So,
Okay.
or maybe,
They say.
dude, I don't know.
That's a
I
hard question.
guess, I guess that's Val. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Valet. It's Valle.
Who?
Marcos Valle.
Who is that?
He's like bossa nova. La da da la da da la da 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 da. I made that actually
That's
just
really
now.
good. That's really good.
Yeah, I know.
I take it back.
Who's your dream person to collaborate with?
Oh, Stevie Wonder.
Dude, I was gonna say that, but I didn't. So you copied me.
I copied
What
you.
is your reasoning for him?
Because I feel like an amazing, I feel like if he were to write the lyrics, if he were to write the lyrics and if he let me choose the phrasing and like everything else, and he like did everything else except for let me sing, if that makes sense, then I feel like he'd be goated.
It would be
Because
the best record
he's a great lyricist and my favorite lyricist ever. And he's also incredibly skilled.
seller.
He tickles those ivories. And
Let's just say
so
my ivories are tickled.
let's just say let's just say my ivories are hella tickled. So I would definitely choose Stevie Wonder and maybe Javon. Was that how you say his name?
That
Javon? Huh?
who is that?
He's Brazilian. He wrote across this line, they're leaving with nothing.
Nothing is as this Amazon.
Amazon for
Search it up on not the freaking shopping app. Amazon. Search up Amazon Betty Carter on YouTube because it's not on Spotify
Yes, but Jeff
for
Bezos, Jeff Bezos has a killing version of it.
no, dude, fire sauce. I was like when I listened, I was like, whoa, these cats are hip.
Yeah, it's Jeff Bezos on lead vocal, and he's also playing, um, he's playing
The
Barry.
xylophone.
Oh yeah, xylophone. And then Elon is on the keys,
No.
and Trump is playing the bass. Yeah. He's on the bass. So
Dude, that's
it's
killing fire sauce.
yeah, yeah. So I would definitely choose Javon and Stevie Wonder. Even they have a song together. It's really... How has singing shaped your identity or helped you express yourself?
I'd say singing is my identity, but I don't think anyone knows me for anything else but me being silly. I like to sing and I like to be silly and
That's
crazy.
true. That's true. You got
But I also
to.
like to make crafts.
Mhm.
That's not the question though. Um, I think that singing has shaped me into wait, I forgot the question.
How has it shaped your identity and helped you learn about yourself? You want me to answer it first?
Yeah.
Okay. I think that singing has helped me with my confidence a lot. I think that it has like shown me proof that like with like time and dedication that like improvement will come, and that it showed me that like perseverance is like really important because I feel like you can't be a musician or an artist in general without like facing a lot of rejection. And so I think it's like it's shown me like how to kind of like build like a strong sense of like
Exactly.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So I think that yeah, music has just made me stronger, and like I'm not gonna lie, it definitely makes me go crazy sometimes, but I feel like it's definitely worth it to pursue. I feel like I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't love it.
Like,
So, yeah.
I love exactly what you just said. Excuse me.
Bless you. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry, two seasons in a row. Okay. I want to have to speed run this because we do have 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Um, I feel like it has made me really a lot tougher.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, because being like a musician, a singer, whatever, you have to always be getting criticism, whether it's positive or destructive
Mm-hmm.
or just whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
you have to be able to take it and not take it personally, which is really hard
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
because I feel like it's like kind of like I feel like it's attacking me and
Yeah.
not just trying to make me be better. Even if someone's being
Exactly.
evil with it, like you have to kind of take it and be like, okay,
Yeah. I mean, I think it's like it's a good exercise of learning how to like filter things out, you know? Because even like when we were at Litchfield for the first time, like even before Litchfield and still now, I mean, definitely even with like the nasty ways people have been like, you're too loud. You need to shut the hell up. Like I feel like I didn't like it that people were like saying that to me because I feel like they were like throwing shots at me. But then I was just like, maybe I am being too loud. And then I just had to like pull back a lot because I just have naturally like a big voice. And so like I just have to like learn the balance between like when it's appropriate and when it's not appropriate.
hmm
Pretty
mic
much.
technique is important as well, which you do a really good job at. I feel like when Mr. Ridice was talking about it, like you like it was like cool, like what you did. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like technique.
But we have less than a minute, but I just want to say if you made it this far, or even if you didn't, even if you just listened for a couple seconds, we appreciate you being here and watching us, be silly and crazy. And
Hmm.
we hope you have a great whatever time you're seeing this, evening, morning, night, whatever.
Yes. And we're watching you and we'll always be under your bed to make sure you're safe and okay.
Exactly. And
Bye.
Oh,
Booyah.
sorry. I should not do that.
Wait, three, two, one, let's vibe.
Booyah, 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 booyah,